Hello, gorgeous beings. Hello, freaking Virgos. What's going on? Welcome back, my beauties, to my tarot nook. I hope all is well with you. A huge, gigantic thank you for all returning subscribers and returning viewers. And if you're new altogether, a loud welcome to you. Thank you so much for stopping by. We love having you here. So this will be a love reading, and we'll check in to see what you need to know right now with your current situationship and what energies show up for you. I'm going to start with some tarot, and then I'll move to oracles, and then close the reading with a final word message for you that you may be you can claim at the end of the reading if you'd like as well. So before I get started, please do me a huge solid and do subscribe if you haven't to the channel. Also hit the notification bell. Please do like these videos so we can have YouTube push me out some more. And yeah, that's about it. I thank you so much for that, Virgo. So I'll pull these cards and I'll let you know what they represent in the reading once I get started. I don't know, this every time. Okay. So I have the number 10 with the Wheel of Fortune. All right, for the present vibes, your influences or the influences around you or this energy will be the Three of Wands. Since you know your situation best, okay, you'll know how these cards apply. Also, not everything will resonate, so always check your other placements. If you so desire, there might be messages there for you as well. Gosh darn it. Okay. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. The Star card. The Knight of Swords in reverse. We also have the Nine of Wands and the Ace of Swords in reverse. And then for the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor in reverse. Let's move this a little bit. Let's see here. All right. So we have Aries energy here, and of course in the reverse we are looking at a sense of maybe somebody's over abusing their position, power, authority, or just looking at things from a way where, you know, one person knows how much the other person means to them, so they go ahead and like take advantage of that. So abuse in that sense, not so much actual abuse. Okay, so just someone that's kind of just knows exactly when to put the squeeze on to kind of put someone in check. I feel bad saying that, but it's kind of like a zap. Okay, they do this, but the thing, just the right thing to push your buttons or to be pushing somebody else's buttons. And that's what's going on in terms of the Emperor. It's how I'm reading it. There's somebody here that's also not wanting to compromise. So somebody's standing very firm, very strong in their position, stance, or way of thinking, in the sense of what they're doing means is intended to be the driver of how things should go, like steer things around. So not the controlling part of things, but steering the path, right? So somebody's not budging their grounds on that, like somebody's standing their grounds in that state. So the overall vibe, your present vibes here, energetically, could be you or those around you, is the Wheel of Fortune. It's a card that's a good card. It's a good luck card. It's a karmic card equally, but there's some decisive expectation. Somebody needs to take decisive steps towards something, what they want, if they want to end something, to end it, if they want to begin something, to begin it, because the Wheel of Fortune represents getting off this hamster wheel that's just really taking somebody in a loop, in a circle, but it also represents an ending that can open up an opportunity for a beginning. So it could be ending patterns, habits, behaviors. It could be ending you know, how somebody gets talked to, treated. It could be ending always being available to somebody when they want you to be, vice versa. But there's that vibe there that's going on. Okay, it could be you here in that at play, and it could also be the energy that you're thinking about is also at play in that. But regardless, change is very difficult. And remember, with the Emperor in the reverse, somebody's really being stubborn, being difficult, not wanting to budge, not wanting to compromise. So there's a lack of compromise because somebody believes, you know, again, in their own specific viewpoint, and they're staying with that, and that's what they're actually selling, pushing out. Okay, The Three of Wands. I love this card. The Three of Wands in the reverse. All right. So this is a card that generally talks about foresight. In the reverse, it just feels like some things are very chaotic. There's a delay in any type of a movement, but it's not because movement is necessary. It's just that, you know, there's been disappointments. Also, somebody is not taking action. There's a definite element of stagnation, and it's just somebody's left out on their own right now to figure it out and how to move next. Okay, so I feel like somebody here just needs to kind of pick up the pace. If they want something to see change, they need to remove barriers. So this is again a card. It's an Aries energy, and then here we have what? Aries with the Emperor. So two cards are showing up with Aries. Now let's get off the stubborn path of things. This is barriers and barriers and barriers, and barriers could be the person that's not willing to budge or be, you know, compromising or whatever the situation is. But there's also people around this energy, or overall in terms of influences, there's people that are not contributing to positive lifestyles or planning. So there's definitely some aspect of poor planning that are, you know, also being amplified by like obstacles in the way. So there's some, like, just a lot of work needs to be done here. All right, so the Knight of Pentacles here with what's distracting the energies and what's going on either with you or the person. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, you know, this is again, brace yourself, a Taurus card. However, it also has Aries associations here. So there's just more to this thing than just meets the eye, right? So there's somebody here that kind of is just kind of I don't want to say, like, is it overspending? It's not an overspender, but it's somebody here that just has money or resources or ways to just make things just available or accessible, and it just kind of, it's not like the best meaningful way so to do things. But in the reverse, you know, it kind of pushes things to around, and somebody here it talks about, again, somebody lazy, lacking planning, not moving, okay, not feeling that they're their best self, or they're around loyal people, or they're maybe around people that are rich and wealthy and stuff, but it's not something that really drives what you're looking for, or what needs to be done to fix or to kind of make sense of anything. And there's just a lot of stubbornness here. So there's like resistance, stagnation, delays. So somebody, again, I feel like needs to get off this hamster wheel to make the move necessary to get things to the next steps. Okay, so with the Star card here, I feel like in their feelings, or in your feelings here, this is an Aquarius energy. There's just a lot of, you know, hope, okay, extra hope for things to kind of get renewed. Somebody here could be healing though. Somebody here could be dealing with a situation where they have to heal from. They're tapping into their higher self, their spiritual self. But I feel like in the feeling scope of things, somebody here wants things to be better and calm. So if there's that energy here that, you know, Virgo, you're not talking to, or you just don't get along with, or sometimes things are very tough to kind of get through, there's going to be some things that neither of you will ever know about the other, or could know, or should know. It's not about that, but there's just little elements of like mystery and secrecy. But ultimately, somebody here wants some type of a renewal, okay? But there's a renewed sense of self coming through for you, Virgo. So you could also be in your feelings here, you know, realizing what your feelings are and how you want your feelings to act, or how you want to act on your feelings. So it could be very taking like that reflection and very in tune with yourself in that sense. Like, what can I do to get off this hamster wheel so that I can know who to trust around me, so I can, you know, get off of the chaos that's around me? And, you know, do I want to compromise? Why am I not compromising? Or are they compromising, or why not? So whatever it is, it's putting you in a place where you want that renewal. Renewal will be here in any direction you take it. But it's going to have, you know, it'll be depending on what you want to renew. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords. So we had the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. We also had the Knight of Swords. Was it in the reverse? Yeah, it was in the reverse. So we also had the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Again, two knights in the reverses. Again, no movement, lack of action. So that's the top of the knight concept. Okay, but of swords, we're looking again. an energy here where, you know, there's an expected or an anticipated or a desired sudden communication to be had, but there's just no direction and fickleness. Somebody just is not off their hamster. Somebody here is looping or ruminating on an idea or a thought, and they're not getting off of it just yet. Knight of Swords in the reverse, I also feel like there's a big reason for this, and it more has to do with not wanting to, you know, be confronted about some truths, or there could be a sense of recklessness still going on, whether and how people are, like, you're treating each other, or how you end up treating each other when you do talk, you know. So there's just that, like, sense of caution. I feel like one of you here is ready to bury the past, but also one of you is ready to, you know, hash it all out till everything is, there's like frustrations, right? But also we're having a lack of focus showing up. So the inability to commit, you could be around energies that are just, you know, again, not the best for you, but you have to be around them. And the Knight of Swords in the reverse, I still feel like there's just somebody here in their energy just does not have any regard for consequences in general. I think that also showed up in your last reading or the reading before that about consequences and just dodging them all the time. So the Nine of Wands here, Virgo, we're looking at, you know, an energy here that really wants to kind of push it forward, push things forward, you know, be resilient, you know, be smart about how they want to do things. But there's some things that require boundaries, and until these boundaries are established or understood, things will not necessarily take off in that best place. Now, there's a sense of this defensiveness, and somebody's very, very skeptic about what they want to do or how they want to do it. So there's still a lot of thinking taking place, but whatever they're thinking about, they're wanting it to actually manifest and happen. So that's a good thing here, and it could very well be you. All right, now the Ace of Swords here, what to expect, outcome or next steps. I feel like there's still going to be some confusion and chaos. Okay, confusion and chaos is definitely here. But there's also some clouded judgment taking place, and surprise, surprise, another card of indecision. So somebody here just does not know what they want to do or how to go about it, but they're really working towards this Wheel of Fortune to kind of rebuild and renew something with the Star card. Okay, so now these messages could be something from you to them, and if it doesn't resonate as something it's from you to them, then it could be a message from them to you. Okay, I feel like you're on the other side of my every breath. I think that showed up for Capricorn. I'm not sure. I fantasize about getting a second chance with you. Okay. Now we have, I can still see you standing there. We also have, I fantasize about you. I fantasize about getting a second chance with you, and I fantasize about you. Okay, so there's your reading confirmation. So I've been struggling, Virgo. We have that showing up. We also have, I'm feeling lost and I don't know what to do about it. Yeah, someone is lost for sure. And then we also have, our love was so intense for me to handle, I needed to break away. All right, so finally, Virgo, thank you so much again for being here. If you're still here, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And your final word message for you, you can also claim this in the reading or in the comment section, is, it also lets me know you've stayed here this long, is Tower. Okay, your number is 3. You could type that and claim it, or the word Tower. Your message is to unplug and relax for a spell. Beautiful Virgos, thank you for your time. I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.